Hello and welcome. Now, in the previous course, one of the things that we looked at was being able to create an upsell from both within the curriculum as well as outside the curriculum. And one of the things you'll notice is that you can add in coaching if you have a coaching plan. What we need to do in order to make coaching available at the point of being inside of the curriculum as well as outside the curriculum is to create a coaching program. And to do that, what we're going to do is to go to this coaching area. And you're then going to see a button on the right-hand side that says Create New Coaching. You're then going to give your coaching service a name. And when you get to this page, you're going to have a choice to make. You can have students to go directly to the checkout. You can have them use an intake form, or you can have them use an intake form with your approval. What we're first going to do is we're going to use it so that the students go directly to the checkout and sign up for the coaching. We're then going to click Next. What we're going to do is we're going to allow access to the content free of charge, but we could use any of the other pricing plans that are available to us. What we're going to do now is we're going to give the coaching a name, subtitle, and description. Once you've done that, you're then going to click Next. Now you can set it so that the student will start on the point of enrollment in terms of setting up their first milestone. Or what you can do is you can set up a fixed date. And this can be useful if you are setting up a group coaching program. What we're going to do is we're going to assume that we are doing a one-on-one coaching program, and we're going to set it up so that the first milestone is the date when the student signs up. We're then going to click Next. Now it's here that you'll set up your first milestone. Now, one of the things that you can do here is add in media. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to embed a video URL. We're going to place the video URL. We're then going to click Save. You'll then see that the video is then going to be embedded into this area for your first milestone. Now what you can do here is you can then add in your calendar so that your student will then be able to select a date. Now you can integrate with Calendly if you already have a Calendly account. Now what you can do is you can go and search for Calendly, and once you get there or you find it in search, what you can do then is you can then open up your Calendly account. Now there is a free account that you can open. For example, you can look at the basic plan that will give you what you need in order to connect with your Teachable account. When you do that, you'll only be able to have one calendar connection, so that if you're going to use Calendly with your Teachable account, that's the only one you're going to be able to use if you choose to have the free account. Also, if you choose to have the free account, then you are going to have the branding of the company on your appointments. Now, if you have the free account, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to set up at least one of the Calendly events so that you can use it with your Teachable account. So what we're going to do here is we're going to delete all of these other events and then create a new one specifically for our coaching students. What we're now going to do is to create a new event type. We're going to have this so that we are creating a one-on-one event so that the invitee can pick a time to meet with us. We're going to click Create. We're going to give that event a name that's going to be consistent with our coaching program inside of our Teachable account. If you have a specific way that you're going to be meeting, you're going to place that here inside the location. In this case, if your conferencing software is already set up, you can set it up inside of your event. You're then going to give your coaching a specific description. And you'll see here that your event is going to be set up. We're then going to click Next. We're then going to set parameters on when and how individuals can book time with us in order to become part of our event. We're then going to set our available hours. What we can then do is we can make it so that this event will not appear on our main Calendly page. And that's what we're going to do because we only want it to be connected to our Teachable account. What we're then going to do is click Next. In terms of setting up your event type, you can add in some additional elements. For example, we can write in an invitee question. This will give the invitee the opportunity to write a question to us that will help us to structure the meeting when we get to it. We can add this and then put save and close. We can also write in our cancellation policy. Now, many of these things are going to be off by default, but we can also turn them on, which in some cases is going to require us to have an upgraded account. The same thing is going to be true for your confirmation page, as well as the ability for you to be able to collect payments. You'll want to preview your live page, and this is what your customer will see when they're looking to book a time with you in order to determine when to speak with you. That means now that we have one event type available, and what we can do now is we can take our URL, we can copy the link address, and we can put that link address now inside of our coaching program. We come back to our coaching setup page, we can put that URL here in this area. We can then click save and review. Our service is then ready. We can then go to the admin for our coaching. Once we get to the admin section, we can write in our instructor. We can also add in an image in order to promote our coaching program. And we can upload files or use them from our cloud drives. Now, if you want to be able to view the appointments from within Teachable, all you'll need to do here is to add in your Calendly API key. That means then when you come back to Calendly, what you'll need to do is to go to your account. And in order to get that API key, what you're going to do is you're going to go to this link that says integrations. You're going to see your API key. As of the recording of this video, we have grayed out the API key. However, all you'll need to do here is click this copy key. What you're then going to do is head back to Teachable. What you're then going to do is to write in your Calendly API key. Now again, for the purposes of this video, this is going to be grayed out. You can now save the basic information for your coaching program. What you now want to also do is to set up your pages to sell your coaching program. You're going to see the sales page for your coaching program. You're going to want to edit your page. If you want to see the page before you start creating it, you can click this view button. Otherwise, what you can do is you can click edit the page. And again, once you get to this page, you're going to notice that it's going to have 5 elements here by default. If you scroll through the entire page, you'll be able to see these elements. You can make whatever changes to these elements that you want to make in order to have your coaching program to appear the way you want it to appear. Now again, the way that you're going to do this, obviously, is you're going to click inside of the element. So in this case, you'll notice that the banner is on top of the page. If we click inside of that element, we're then going to be able to work with the elements in the left side menu. We'll be able to design it. We'll be able to change the content. In order to go back to the list of elements, you're going to see here, you're going to have them here on the left side menu. If we scroll down, we're going to see that we've got a text element. If we click inside of that element, we're going to be able to edit it. You click inside of here, you're going to see image and text. You click inside of here, you're going to see the pricing element. And if you click the FAQ, you're going to see this element. Again, just as you did in the basic course, if you don't want to have a specific element inside of your page, you're just going to delete it. If you want to add an element to your page, you can add any element that you want. You're just going to use them from the list of elements in your left side menu that you get when you click Add New Block. So again, we click Add New Block, and we can add in an element. Once we have the page looking the way we want it to look, we can then click Update. And what you have saved is a draft. If you want to see the way it's going to look on the web, you can click the Preview button. You can then preview this as a logged in user and preview it as a logged out user. What you'll then be able to do is to go back. Once you've worked with the sales page, you can then work with your post intake page. Now this is only going to be relevant if you're using the intake form in order to get your coaching students. What you can also do is you can see what your students are going to see on the checkout page. And you'll also see what they're going to see on the thank you page. Once you have your sales and thank you pages looking the way you want them to look, you're then going to go to your coaching template. This is a template that was already set up. You can then go to your pricing area. You'll notice that there is an existing pricing plan there. You can add in a pricing plan if that's what you want to do, if you want to add some kind of premium plan. You'll also be able to click here and you'll be able to see any students or clients that have signed up. What you'll then be able to do is to go to your pages. You'll then be able to copy your sales page URL. You'll then be able to distribute that link for individuals that may want to sign up for coaching. And your coaching program will then be set up. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.